What's up, y'all? It's Wednesday. I hope everybody out there is happy and healthy. I'm not happy right now, so let's go ahead and get into this video. And before we start, I just want to apologize in advance for anything that I might say that will rub you the wrong way. But really, I don't care. But I just want to be very respectful here, and I'm going to do the best that I can to hold it all together and not drift off into the woods and say things that I really feel. But let's just go ahead and get into it, okay? So a police chief out of Osceola, Arkansas, by the name of Robert Ephlin, actually put paws in the face of a black paraplegic man, right? Said that you're not going to talk to me like this, and slapped him in front of other black officers and in front of other black people that live within that neighborhood.
That right there is why you're going to go to jail. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm talking to you too. Danarius.
So the victim's name is Danarius Williams. He was unfortunately shot in the back in 2013, and that's the reason why he can't feel anything from the waist down. And it just really irks me that nobody did anything or stood up to the officers. I understand that you have people within the neighborhood and younger individuals that are probably afraid. You have adults that are afraid based off of the history of some of these cops out here. But it's particularly disturbing when you have officers out there, no matter what their race is, that didn't challenge this police chief. And it's particularly demoralizing that you had black officers out there that did and said nothing to this police chief. I couldn't imagine being in that position because there would have been a whole lot of tussling and wrestling going on out there. Me and the chief would have had it out. But you know what? On the other hand, this is why I don't respect a lot of black officers, because they parrot the same speech that their oppressor does. And so when they're in those positions, they're trying to show massa that they're a good boy or a good old girl, and that they're going to stand behind them 10 toes down. And you have the right as an officer, if something is not right, to check whoever it is. I don't care if it's the police chief or whoever. You have a voice. You can say something, but they chose not to. Check out this news publication.
That right there is why you're going to go to jail. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm talking to you too. Danarius.
Shocking video out of Osceola, Arkansas. A man who is a paraplegic says he was slapped by the top man in charge of the Osceola Police Department. Robert Ephlin was hired as the police chief just 2 weeks ago. The man who was hit told Action News 5's Imani Williams he felt helpless.
So I spoke with people here in the Osceola community. They said right here is where teens were fighting and the police were called. But what happened next shocked the entire community. And this video shows it all.
Me like that. I'm talking to you too. Danarius.
He smacked me. He smacked the hell out of me. And then choked me. You came behind. I'm in a chair. I'm T11, paraplegic. Can't fit anything, can't do anything from belly button down.
A slap that no one expected.
That chief is wrong for what he did to that man.
Because that man did not do anything.
That man is disabled. That man did not do nothing to that man. He is too big, too grown, too old to be acting like that.
2 weeks on the job, and Osceola Police Chief Robert Ephlin is accused of slapping Danarius Williams, who has been paralyzed from the stomach down since 2013 after being shot in the back.
I was asking him to get back. You know, you're walking up on me. I'm uncomfortable. I already don't trust you.
According to neighbors, OPD was called to the area after teens were fighting.
It was chaotic.
It was chaos.
Once police arrived, people were handcuffed, detained, or arrested, including Williams' son and wife. Williams said when he tried to get more information on what was going on, the situation escalated. Williams said when he was slapped, he felt helpless.
When he hit me, I honestly felt like This time right here, you know, they finna hurt me pretty bad.
The city of Osceola released this statement saying in part, quote, Mayor Joe Harris Jr. is fully aware of the situation and has directed that it be taken seriously and independently reviewed, end quote. Williams said this incident added to the distrust the community has in the department.
You didn't stop him. You didn't protect me still, regardless of whether he was your boss or not. I still had the right to be protected.
So I reached out to the Osceola Police Department and the mayor's office. Neither are giving much information about this incident. OPD says it's still an ongoing investigation and they're not sharing anything, even a statement. Well, the mayor's office, they did share a statement saying that they are requesting an independent review of the incident. Reporting in Osceola, Imani Williams, Action News 5.
What is there to investigate? It's all on camera. It's all on video, right? This police chief needs to be fired immediately. And listen, I'm going to take it a step further. Now, I don't want anybody within the community, in that particular community, rather, to get in trouble. If you're not about that life, if you're scared, say you're scared. Because obviously, I'm not talking about the youngins out there. I'm talking about the adults. Nobody did anything. There was a big old brother standing right in front of the guy, Danarius, and there was no motion. And I understand people do not want to put their lives on the line. I get that. People are just not built for it. But I can confidently assure you, and people that know my character, they can definitely attest to the fact that I would have been locked up in the local county jail or either deleted somewhere in a ditch. Because listen, either I would have had to show them or they would have showed me. And listen, I'm not Superman, and I'm not saying that I can't be touched. But at the end of the day, there would have been some motion, definitely some commotion going on out there. As long as I could have got those youngins out of there safe and sound, I wouldn't have let it ride like that. Now, I know that some people would say, hey, listen, man, let the law do their job. If we look at the law historically, they're not on our side enough for me to trust the law. And if you trust the law, then that's your damn business. Now listen, let me predict what's gonna happen here, and I could be wrong. This police chief is just gonna get a slap on the wrist, and if he loses his job, he'll just move a couple of counties over and get another job. Now, I know that some of you guys are gonna say that Danarius is gonna sue, and he should, and he may get a payday. But at the end of the day, me personally, I would not be satisfied. You put paws in my face and I'm a paraplegic. I don't care how much money you give me, you strip me of my dignity as a man. And guess what? If he gets a payday, it could be life-changing for his family and him, but he can only enjoy it so much. He's a paraplegic, unfortunately, right? What can he do? He can't drive any cars. He can't, listen, he's just so limited in how he can enjoy the rest of his life. And so this is just beyond egregious to me. There's something that needs to be done about this. How do the people within that community just let that go? You know what I'm saying? How do you let this go? I could not let this go. I'm holding on to this particular situation with vice grips. Listen, let me just say this in closing. Nobody should be treated like this. If this was a black police chief, I would say the same thing if he did that to any other race, right? It's just not right. You know, no one deserves to be treated like this. But as a brother, this is just repetitive behavior on the part of law enforcement that has been going on for years and years and years. And I just think that there's a large portion within the black community that are just afraid, right? And they're okay and comfortable with living off the backs of what our ancestors did. But I'm just going to cut it off right there because a lot of people are not ready for that conversation. A lot of people are just looking to be outraged. So I'm just going to let it go. But feel free to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything I discussed. Don't forget to like, comment, and also share this video. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. Peace.